There's a request on Xero's Product Ideas Forum asking for the ability to import and export your bank rules. It has 540 votes. Practitioners have been asking for it since 2017 and it still hasn't shipped. Hi, I'm Peter McCarroll, the AI accountant. I help accounting firms work out what happens to the judgment they encode into software. And this year, that question stopped being about bank rules. Now, QuickBooks Online has been doing this for years. Open rules, choose export rules, and save the file. Then you can import it into the other company. Same job, two answers. And here's why the gap matters more than it used to. A bank rule is an instruction you wrote. Your judgment about how this client's transactions get treated. Written down so a machine repeats it. On one platform, that judgment travels with you. On the other, it stays where you typed it. That was a nuisance when the rule took 30 seconds to rebuild. It stops being a nuisance now because the instructions your firm writes this year carry far more of your own firm inside them. One of the series argued that the build is where your fee belongs. Part 2 argued that the rescue should cost more than the original bookkeeping did. This part is about where you put that encoding, because that decides whether it compounds for your firm or disappears. You can lose the same asset through two different doors. The first door is the client. Xeroforce was announced in May, and it's in early access now, so we can't see it. It lets you build agents in plain language inside Xero, and an agent is AI that carries out a sequence of work on its own rather than just answering questions. Build them inside the client's organization, and the client leaves with them, along with every rule you wrote. Not the client leaving the software, the client leaving you. The second door is the vendor. Bookkeeping automation now arrives pre-built in Pilot's Meridian, in Artifacts, in Wurthy, in RampStack. File Quality Review has Double, which you knew as Keeper until it rebranded last October. Teach any of these how your firm works, and then decide to switch. And your encoded judgment stays behind in a product you no longer pay for. Same asset, two different exits, and one test in both directions. Can you take the instructions with you? So what exactly is the asset? The output is the categorized transaction, the reconciled account, the drafted work paper. It's disposable. Next month, there'll be another one. The instruction is the rule that decided it. The bank rule, the review points you always hit on a particular return type, the 5 questions you ask before you'll sign a year-end file. That's the part which took you 15 years to develop. And it's what now goes into a system so a machine can repeat it at scale. So the asset your firm is building this year is a body of written instructions. So treat it like one. You wouldn't accept a working paper system you couldn't export. So ask the question, and you'll get one of 3 answers. The first is the closed one. Well, you can't see it. The tool decides the work, produces a result, and the routine behind it isn't visible. Double falls here as far as I can tell. It publishes nothing on whether the scripts driving its checks can be read or extracted. Now that's not a criticism of the output, which is good. It's a statement about what you're accumulating. Usage, not an asset. The second answer is the one I'd expect most of you to hit. You can see it. It's contractually yours, and the only way out is by hand. RampStack is the clearest case here, and let's give it credit, it does more than most. It captures your processes as skills, which are editable documents describing how your firm does the work, and Ramp contractually treats those as your firm's intellectual property. But there's no external API and no open standard, so getting those skills out means copying and pasting them one at a time. Nothing is technically blocked. The exit is just priced in effort, and that price scales with your client list. And then there's the answer you actually want. You can see it, you own it, and you can move it. That's the open Rails posture. Carbon, Firm 360, and Kick opened MCP servers in June. Filed, Symmetry, and Tax Act added them this month. MCP is a shared standard that lets the AI you choose plug into a vendor's data, like a universal socket instead of a custom cable. The instructions sit with you and reach into their system rather than just living inside it. Monday's roundup had the simplest version of this. 6 minutes of recorded screen work produced an editable procedure file, and a file on your own drive is the one thing nobody can take away from you. One distinction, because vendors will blur it. Wurthy, which sells to accounting and bookkeeping firms, promises its agents explain their reasoning before acting and that you set the automation boundaries. But that's visibility, not portability. Now, here's the heaviest counterweight. Almost none of this is genuinely proprietary. Every routine these tools run could be recreated by a competent practitioner with access to the right data. Nothing is locked in a vault. So the switching cost isn't capability. The switching cost is capability multiplied by your client count. You can rebuild one client's rule set in an afternoon. You cannot rebuild it 200 times, which is the number nobody puts in the business case when the trial starts. The multiplication is the real cost of you can copy and paste it. Now, none of this is an argument against buying tools. Buy them. The pre-built agents are why these products are worth money. Just price the exit at the moment of entry. So take 4 questions into your next demo call before you teach it anything. Can I read the instruction the tool is following or only see its results? Can I export it as a file I keep? And does it include the routines that you build as well as the ones I typed in? If the only way out is copying it by hand, how long does one client take? And what is that number multiplied by the clients I'd be moving? A vendor who answers all 4 cleanly has earned your methodology. A vendor who deflects the second has told you what you needed to know. And if you're building inside a client's own platform rather than a tool you buy, ask those same 4 questions about your engagement letter instead. Runtime keeps getting cheaper. The design and the accountability underneath it don't. But a design you can't carry out of the building isn't an asset your firm owns. It's a rental you happen to have furnished. So pick the client whose systems you've built out the most and ask the only question that matters. If you had to move them next month, what would come with you? If the answer is not much, the gap between your platforms is where your own portable instructions should live. Download the free AI in the Gaps Toolkit for 100 scored workflows that sit outside anyone's walls. You'll find the link in the description.